And as we can see the lineups here, Womi, I gotta ask you
as well. That's a lot of early game CC and mobility. I gotta say that NXPE, all they have to do is stall and wait for the Naden to go online. Meanwhile, for Echo, they need to pull the trigger early.
Yeah, and right now I'm actually really worried about Raflicia's positioning here because of how there is a chance, like to say, once the Grok and the Hylos both hit level 4, and of course Cho can't get away as easily as before, they might just commit ultimates just to chase him down, whittle him down, and then that might end up forcing a team fight that goes into the favor of NXPE EVOS. This Hylos and Grok, though very unorthodox, could work.
Yeah, and they have what they need. I mean, there's very aggressive here in the beginning. Yawi getting really low, but he's a high-low, so he's okay. And again, this is what we expect. I mean, right now, with the type of assassin lineup that Echo has, I mean, they have a lot of early game presence and pressure. So we'll have to see how they do with that.
Yeah, and I'm just excited to see if the Abyssal Arrows would land here. Very crucial for Echo to go with the Abyssal Arrows in the early game. Perhaps even slow down the Yuzhong because, you know, the Yuzhong is integral in terms of tanking damage. You want him to be down at least early on.
There's no integral here. Why did you say it's integral?
Oh my god, you're right.
I was wondering, I was like...
I'm sorry, I forgot it was integral. My bad.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing that again.
No, I understand completely, man. And you know what else we could understand? It's Yelihei is tanking a lot of damage here.
Yeah, he's taking a lot of damage. There you go, the Flicker coming in. That's going to be the first blood early on going over to Hades on this new reworked Hayabusa. And you were just wondering, Womi, I mean, are the Abyssal Arrows going to land? And that time they landed on the Grok to secure that first blood.
Yep, and the aggressive Jeet Kundo as well coming in from Raflicia definitely secured that kill underneath the turret even. Goes to show that Echo knows their guns, but Yawi, half HP, but to know he's a high loss should be good. They're going to start the turtle here. It might be a fast one too because this is a Naden pick.
Yep, they have to secure this turtle, but there's so many tanks here. There's the Black Dragon.
Oh.
That's a lot of damage. It's secured though by Hades. Also grabs a kill on top of Yawi as he goes down. This is going to be a double kill for Hades. Renegades in trouble. And another kill going over to Echo. They're leading 4-0 with the turtle.
Next level play coming in from Hades, stealing away the turtle, even if NXPE dealt around 80% of the damage on it. Great shadow kill as well with the quad shadow to confuse NXPE further. 3-0-1 with a 4-kill score. That's 100% kill participation plus the turtle. Hades is on fire.
Yeah, and you can't deny also Raflicia's impact in that fight. That 2-man Jeet Kundo knock-up definitely gave Echo more setup and more time to finish off the members of NXPE.
Yeah, I think that's really beneficial. I mean, we talked about earlier, does, you know, the changes to Chu really make a difference? I think it does make a difference, but still in the right hands, especially of these pro players, they can still utilize Chu as a pick to really set their team up. And again, we're talking about Echo's lineup that has so much early damage, and this is what's scary for NXPE EVOS. Even though they're very tanky in essence, they're still going to have to play carefully and not lose objectives like that because, again, Echo, with the lineup they have, will snowball pretty hard for them.
And Renegade on this Yuzhong, I'm still quite confused what they want to do around this pick, but looks like H2O is just going to farm up a lot of the gold from the energy shields here. NXPE, they're definitely trying to keep up in terms of gold, but it's not really working out for them.
Yeah, I mean, Womi, what's the battle plan for NXPLAY EVOS here? I mean, how do they, even though it's 4-0, it's still early game, like, what do they need to do to go toe-to-toe with this early aggression here?
Ooh, they gotta stall the game, they gotta slow down the pace, try to protect H2O as slowly as possible, and not go in for fights!
Wow. Oh, that's gonna be another pick-off right there. This time, it's going over to Benny Cutie.
What a combo! I didn't even see Benny Cutie was there. I was like, Raflicia, okay, you're gonna kick him under the tower, but then Benny's like, oh, here's my umbrella.
Yeah.
That's because the umbrellas fly faster now for the people who haven't seen the revamped Calgary yet.
Yeah, and this is going to be another turtle going over to Echo. Right now, they're in full swing momentum. And this is what Echo does really well. I mean, we talked about it last weekend, I believe, against RSG. Both teams play like this early game. Very fast, very momentum-based, and right now NXPE EVOS needs to do exactly what you mentioned, Womi. They need to slow them down and live long enough to get to the late game.
Yeah, the late game is key here for NXPE. They need to secure at least one objective, but look at Hades. He's not stopping and trying to kill laners non-stop. He's just insane right now. 4-0-1. He knows that the shadow kill is lethal during this time.
Yeah, he's definitely utilizing that new worked Hayabusa and standing very strong too at 4-0-1. So again, NXPE EVOS buying time here, but at what cost? Because right now, look at the gold lead. It is leading here even further and further for Echo. Yawi could be in trouble here. Yelly Hayes also, but there's the pull. Has to flicker out to survive, and he's going to be okay. But again, at what cost?
Man, slowing down the game is easier said than done because Echo, they're not stopping and try to dive people even underneath their turrets. You could see that Renegade can't handle a 2v1 at this point. Might be another kill here if he goes for the shadow kill. I feel like the shadow kill wasn't up. Wait, it was up.
It was up.
Yeah, it was.
Just didn't like to kill the Yelly Hayes at that point.
I mean, maybe he's just like saying hi to him, being like, hey, I'm here, you know, 4-0-1.
Maybe next time. Maybe next time. Maybe it's NXPE EVOS.
Yes.
I mean, they have to do something because that was a tank once again. And the amount of damage coming out from Hades is going to be scary. But not only that, but the kills too and just distribution like altogether is now going across the board for Echo. So it's going to get harder and harder here. And that's why they're so confident. I mean, with any objective that comes up, they can fight here. Look at what's happening in the mid lane. There you go. Another kick.
Oh no.
But he's still alive somehow. Actually, he finally gets taken down deep under the turret. H2O going down. There's 3 members left of NXPE EVOS. Yelly Hayes. He's going to push them out. 3 members left, and the turtle is up.
A two for two in the favor of nobody. That's actually NXPE's time there. They got underneath a 7k gold lead. Having a 2 for 2 is a win.
Yeah.
And they're slowing down the game successfully. The outer mid lane turret is still up. It's very important if you want to keep track of the map. And if you like NXPE, they know what to do.
Yeah, Heza picked up a Genius Wand now, so Echo needs to watch out for that Lunox. Yelly Hayes picking up the Athena Shield means he'll be able to sustain the magic damage that Benny and RK3 can dish out. And Echo need to continue playing sharp, or need to play sharper, because if not, NXP might turn things around.
There's the wild charge just to survive. Yelly Hayes alive once again. This is the benefit, though, that NXPE EVOS does have multiple tanks, so they can have that front line. Oh, the Abyssal Arrow, barely.
Sometimes it just grazed through that Grok. He was like, I'm not gonna cancel my recall. That's not gonna land. It's like when Kobe didn't flinch.
Yeah, here comes Yawi trying to delay the turtle, but it's gonna be secured once again to Hades. He goes ahead and just backs out. Never mind, he goes back in once again. They are on the retreat. Wow, the damage on top of Renegade. Benny Cutie picking up a kill, sitting at 3-0-1.
Better watch out from that umbrella because Kagura hurts like hell. Not just in this game, you could see it all across the land of Dawn, and you know how talented Benny Cutie is. He's going to deal a lot of damage. 3-0-1 on this Kagura pickup, and might just be another kill here, but Yellow Hayes is a little bit too big to handle.
Yeah, I mean, even despite the damage that Hades is packing right now in that Hayabusa, you know, luckily, like I said, NXPE EVOS does have a front line, but another pick, the way of the dragon, has to flicker out. Yawi's going to go down here. And this time, the kill going over to Kurt Teasy.
They didn't see that coming, sadly, for NXPE. Now, this 5k gold lead that got trimmed down to 4k after that 2 for 2 exchange is back to 6k. It's not really working out for NXPE, but what's good for them, it's already 9 minutes in. Try to survive until 6 minutes, but Renegade, why?
There's just too much damage. I mean, right now, as you mentioned, Womi, the scaling is all in favor of Echo, and with the gold lead that they have, the itemization, there's not much NXPE can do. Rafflesia in the jungle looking to make a play here, probably, but they are defending this mid turret as best as they can.
Well, they need to keep that turret alive until as much as possible, mainly because that's their last anchor of control around the map. If they give up the outer mid turret, it's going to be bad for them, and the game's going to be faster. So I noticed that they're putting 4 people here for a reason. They need to extend this game.
Yeah, they can't let that turret go down, because then the space opens up for Echo to make more moves, and again, NXPE Eagles is already having a hard time getting objectives. They don't want to lose the resources in their jungle as well. So despite what's going on, they are trying to defend as best they can. A lot of weight is going into H2O on this Nathan to see if he can come online at the right time and really swing the favor back for NXP.
Yep.
Again, there's the pull. Yelly Hayes in trouble. Just so much damage. Another kill going over to Curteezy.
And always a bad time when you see your tank melt in less than a second. NXPE, they might just give up this Lord for free. If they contest this, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be risky. But you know, what's a game of NXPE if not for risks?
Yep, they want to take the risk. Yawi giving the go signal. He does force them back off. Echo knows that they might be in a bad situation here, but look at the damage at the top of H2O. Rafleisha coming in as well, but hold on. Curteezy, is he going to be able to survive? He is taking a lot of damage. He finally goes down here, and now NXPE Eagles grabs a kill for themselves. Yawi has to flicker out, so does Hesse. He's got to get out of there as well. Yelly Hayes, he might be in danger. H2O working on the buff, but it's not going to be enough. And now look at the damage here from Hades. And he gets a double kill.
Wow, with the recalls as well. Hades oozing with confidence. Now they can potentially take this Lord, but I feel like they're going to manage the waves first. Try to take down the outer mid lane turret. I feel like NXPE, they're losing out more than they're winning.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at the items here and the scores, as I mentioned, Echo, every member on that team has gold in their pockets. I mean, it's spread amongst the whole team, whereas on NXP, there's a lot here going for H2O. And again, Echo's Rafleisha season assists reaching 150, so congratulations, Rafleisha, the assister. The assist god.
The assister.
That's a new title in the game.
That's like the worst title.
The most anticlimactic title I've heard.
No, man.
The assister.
The Typhoon Benny.
If that
the Hitman Renegade. And the assister. Holy
If that was in the game, I would put it. You know how there's titles in the main screen?
Yeah.
I would put that there. The assister.
Yeah, you came up with it. That's why
Hey.
you put it there.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Rafleisha's gonna hate you for that.
We'll support you, brother. Like, that's why we call him the Jeet Kune Do, bro.
Jeet Kune Do is
Jeet Kune
way
Do.
better.
Uh-oh.
Look at this.
Curteezy's in trouble. He gets taken down here by Hessa. But meanwhile, in the top, they're working on the Lord. Are they going to be able to secure it? Of course they do. Hades grabbing that Lord right there. And again, Echo still in the driver's seat, up 14-4.
Well, you really can't blame NXPE for this one. The retribution coming in from Hades has been on point, securing 3 pearls plus the Lord. Might be a big fight, though.
There's a nice pickoff right there on Hades. That's going to be a lot of
That
gold.
was an excellent pickoff,
Yeah,
my dude.
that's a ton of gold going over to H2O.
Like Yelly Hayes, though, might just be the answer for that kill. I feel like they can't fight this without Hades.
Oh, yeah, they can, because NXPE Eagles knows that. And again, but meanwhile, the Lord is still marching down the bottom lane. They're going to have to do something, looking to get a kill here. If they can they get a stun? No, sir, it's not going to be enough. They back off because now Echo looking to be aggressive here, but they're going to have to get this Lord. They have to take it down. This could be a bad spot for NXPE Eagles as well. Rafleisha coming in. Is he going to be able to get something off? Wow,
no.
look at the damage coming out from H2O. Down goes Rafleisha. Now Yawi trying to get something here. The wall came out as well. Yelly Hayes trying to follow up. Hessa, can he do something? He gets stunned by the Abyssal Arrow. He's going to go down. Yawi barely surviving as well.
Yeah, Curteezy gonna try to land his first kill, but I feel like at this point, it's already NXPE's time to shine. We have 1 minute left until the 15-minute mark, and we are already feeling the damage coming in from H2O. This is the late game scaling coming in from the Nathan. Never underestimate it. Try to finish as fast as you can. And I feel like Hades is a little bit shaky after that pickoff. Yeah.
We got to give it up to NXPE Evos, though. I mean, despite the massive kind of behind point that they are in terms of objectives, in terms of gold, I mean, they are finding picks where they need to find them. And yes, H2O has, as you mentioned, Womi, a ton of damage at this 15-minute mark, just about 15 minutes. So if they can continue to buy time, follow that plan, they will have a good chance at going toe-to-toe with Echo, especially when it comes to these next Lords coming up.
Yeah, late game turnarounds are far more punishing, especially if the team you're up against who's behind gets assists. There's a little bit more gold now in being able to get assists in the late game and kills as well. So again, you just really have to be careful in the late game. You need to not give a lot of chances to your opponents to come back, because they will be able to come back from that, getting pickoffs like that. You said it earlier, the pickoff onto Hades there was huge, and it opened up a lot of opportunities for NXPE EVOS, because that meant that they didn't need to work.
When you're entering the late game phase, minimal to no mistakes at all.
Yeah, this puts a lot of pressure now onto the controllers of Echo, Curtizi on the Ruby, Rafflesia on the Chove. They can get everyone like crumpled up all together for one massive umbrella toss, yin yang overturn. NXPE are gonna get deleted, but then Hades, maybe even RK3, if he can land an arrow that far, need to find H2, need to take down that Nathan. Because if they don't, and they allow that Nathan to freely hit, get used to seeing a Nathan just burn through the HP that Echo has.
Yeah, gonna be scary for Echo to just dive in. Similar to what they did in the early game, they can no longer do that. Mainly because H2O could burst them down in less than 1 second.
I mean, the one thing that they do have, and I believe it was Renmar that mentioned this, Curtizi as a player, you know, gets to do a lot of setup for Echo. And I mean, on this Ruby pick, he gets to do that, especially with a Flicker and an I'm Offended. He can really set up into Benny Cutie or anyone over there. So I think Curtizi is also who they're going to have to watch out for, because NXPLAY EVOS knows that this Ruby can provide a lot of that CC. But again, the front line that NXPLAY has, again, they're starting to scale here. You can see them lasting a little bit longer. Yaoi and Yelly Hayes both feeling a little more confident in terms of going and finding these spaces, finding the vision for their team.
That's important for NXPE. Their tanks could finally not melt in less than 2 seconds. That really buys a lot of time for the Nathan. I feel like that's crucial to their potential success here. But this is a make or break Lord for Echo. I feel like if they secure this one, they could potentially clear out a lot of the turrets here.
Yes.
Meanwhile, for NXPE, if they secure this Lord, it's gonna be non-stop scaling for the Nathan pick.
Yeah, BOD now on the hands of the Nathan. So Echo need to be able to take this Nathan down, and Yaoi and Yali Hayes just need to buy time along with Renegade to allow H2 to freely hit the members of Echo. Meanwhile, Echo, well, I already mentioned what they need to do. Let's see who can execute it in this game at this point in this match.
Yeah, I mean, they're parking Hades there to push out that bottom lane as they just try to kind of whittle away at this Lord. They're not really going to commit to it as he's forced there, and it's also forcing Renegade to answer. So again, Echo is respecting the fact that NXPLAY EVOS is starting to come online here, so they can't just blatantly take a Lord from them and expect to come out on top. So again, both teams doing exactly what they need to do. It's just going to come down to what Womi mentioned, the execution factor for both. NXPLAY EVOS going to go ahead and take this orange buff, and then they might transition into a Lord here if they can. But again, Hades still at the bottom of the map.
Hades has been on point for his retributions in this entire game. If he messes up this last one, he's going to regret it the entire series. Unless, of course, they win the 2-1. But, you know, Echo, a lot of pressure around them in this game. A lot of skill shots as well. So it's not going to be easy to just steamroll over this Lord. And if they do want to just force this one out, it's not going to be a fun time too, because Yu Zhong at this point still has to petrify and is already tanky enough to disrupt the backline heavily.
Yeah, this is the problem with going up against a Grok in general, is if he wants to get vision in anywhere and still do it safely, he can, especially as he starts to get items. It's just way too tanky at this point. And you throw in Hylos, but hold on, that is going to be a focus down here on Yaoi. He does survive. He has to flicker, though. And again, this is the push and pull. NXPLAY versus Echo. Who's going to execute better? Lord still being worked on. Hasn't been reset yet. There you go. Look at the damage. Rafflesia has to flicker out, but Hades is in the back. He goes back because he does not want to commit too much to that. He was the only one left there. NXPLAY EVOS. The back and forth. I mean, they forced Rafflesia back, but again, some flickers were lost and not much else.
And that Abyssal Arrow almost landed on H2. If that landed, it's going to be a different story right now. But he actually is the one to have that crucial play. I feel like it's all on RK3 now. None of the members from Echo could enter the backline and survive for more than 2 seconds. They need to stun up H2O.
Immortality now on that Yu Zhong. So Echo, they're really gonna need to pull off a great team fight here. Set up. Everything needs to go perfectly for these two teams at this point, because NXPLAY, one big win can completely turn the game. Echo, one big win can make them win the game.
Oh, Rafflesia in trouble. He does force the Brilliance out, though, from Hessa, so he doesn't have that available anymore. Yawi is about taking a lot of damage as well, but they're just going to force him back. And again, I think their next play is doing exactly what they need to do here for their game plan. They're delaying taking this Lord from Echo, from taking the Lord, and just continuing to buy time and now itemization. We saw the damage in for H2O, and pretty soon they're going to go ahead and call this game here for the go signal on the Lord. Another arrow landing, and he's not going to be able to survive that one.
No.
Yawi getting taken down. Again, takes an arrow, gets stunned, and that's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, that's 1 minute out for NXPE Yawi here. No tank, or at least one tank out for NXPE. Crucial member for possible contest around the Lord. They need to be able to work around the area and not get spotted by Rafflesia. It's gonna be hard. And Hades is even split pushing.
Oh!
Wild! Oh my!
The damage from Benny Cutie on this Kagura. I mean, on both Hades and Benny Cutie is just absolutely insane. And you were just mentioning, Womi, he was down in the bottom, just pushing it out. And that's going to be a Lord going over to Echo.
And a 20-minute Lord is something that NXPE doesn't want to see, but we have seen a lot of Nathans successfully defend around the Lord, mainly because the damage coming in from his toolkit allows him to burn through the Lord easily. But Echo, they have the tools to, you know, just go and enter fights, mainly because of that yin-yang overturn and the Abyssal Arrow. So NXPE, they need to be on their toes literally every second while defending.
Yeah, because right now, Echo can still rely on pickoffs like we just saw. And they also have to just watch out for the fact that Curtizi can pull them also. So right now, Next Play Evos does continue to buy time. They have a Lord coming up the bottom, and they have to defend here in their mid. Right now, they're spread pretty thin, and we're going to see if they can actually defend their base against this Luminous Lord as well. Again, H2O taking a lot of damage. Hades working on the top, Lord marching down bottom, everybody else in the middle. Can they defend? That's the question. Rafflesia goes in, doesn't commit though, as the Lord pressures the turret. That turret's going to go ahead and drop it again. They're just going to work on this turret. Hold on, Hades goes in, forces them back out too. The middle turret goes down. They have one turret left to go. Will Next Play Evos be able to defend against the onslaught of Echo? The question is, do they have what it takes to defend this base?
Gonna be risky for Echo to continue this. I feel like a smart play is to just go back, but I just gotta commend the usage of the quad shadow coming in from Hades. Went from one turret to the other as fast as possible. Beautiful play coming in from Echo, and now NXPE with an exposed base. How many times have we seen NXPE pull off something miraculous in these situations? And how many times have we been disappointed as well?
Yeah, and they can do it with the lineup that they have here. If H2 just stays in a safe distance and Echo can't take him down, again, when we play, you guys have felt mine and Leo's Nathan picks, you know, crazy damage. But in terms of the real-time win rate, new look, by the way, I like it.
Yeah, new look.
It's 68% for Echo, and yes, that 32% hinges on if NXPE can just survive a big push from Echo. If Echo force a push and they can't pick off H2, if Hessa's still up and he's freely able to bring out those Chaos Assaults, then that 32% will turn into a 50 or maybe even more. Because looking at the lineup for Echo, it's actually hard for them to end the game without wiping out NXP or taking out their main damage dealers. Because who's gonna deal a lot of damage to the base? It's mostly gonna be Hades just using his auto attacks.
Yeah, and melee range isn't the best range to take down the base. They really need to win a team fight here. It gets harder and harder because NXPE, again, H2O on this scaling hero means the moment we reach late game or already during this hour, it's going to be hard for them to win that team fight.
Yeah, they have to watch out. Again, the purple being focused here. A lot of skills coming out, but nothing being committed. There's the pull right now. Yelly Hayes not going to be in danger here as he goes and heals up. He's fine. Again, the battle for purple. I mean, right now, Next Play Evos pretty much has what they need to go toe-to-toe with Echo. The question is, can they survive the pickoff potential from Echo's lineup? That's what they're going to have to do. And again, they're just giving up resources because, again, what can they do? I mean, they lost this portion of the map for themselves. They do grab this more important buff, I feel like, for H2O, which is the orange, which will lead into the next Lord coming up shortly.
apart from the pickoffs, they also need to stay careful of the split push coming in with the Hayabusa.
Yes.
I feel like the Hayabusa, I mean, Hades himself is no stranger to backdoor wins. We did see a backdoor win from Echo with the link pick from Hades. So it's going to be not a big surprise if Echo goes for that strategy. But I feel like at this point, the team that secures the Lord wins this game. It's going to be that easy at this point.
Yeah, I still think, though, that there is a chance Echo might just go for the split push attempt to win it all. If they feel that, yeah, we're probably going to lose this Lord, let NXP handle it, and Hades is alive, and they have a nice wave in either of the side lanes, they might just go for an attempt to win it there. That's how Benny Cutie and Hades won it their last game.
Yeah, and you can see, you know, Renegade still in the base. They know that, and they're going to continue to just reset this Lord. It's surprising, too, because they want to just keep parking Hades there to push that lane out to force at least one member to go back and defend, because they know that toe-to-toe wise, 5v5, they're going to have a difficult time with the lineup. And you can see them going back and forth here. Yaoi's still very tanky. He's going to be okay. And again, they're going to have to rely on, as you mentioned, Womi, a split push or whoever gets the Lord first.
And now that we're looking at a very long Lord dance, I would say that the Hayabusa at this point, he deals significant damage, but he can no longer kill anybody even if they're alone.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we haven't seen a shadow kill that goes all in around his matchups whenever he goes for split pushes. He's aware that he can no longer kill people with one button. And it's big for Echo Philippines because they need to make sure that every execution is on point. It's already late game. NXPE has better late game heroes. Every mistake will be amplified if they make a lot of small ones.
Yeah, I mean, Hades was even working one-on-one with that Lord there, and he was forced to go back to base because he took a lot of damage. Again, Hayabusa, great early game to mid-game pick, but towards this part of the game, 26 minutes in, almost 27, he starts to fall off a little bit, and then you kind of have to shift your idea to splitting, not really picking people off anymore because you're just itemization.
Yeah, just split push or help clean up fights if your team wins them. Last time Echo were put in this position was actually Game 3 versus TNC Pro Team back in Week 5, Day 3. Same position, long attempted positioning of the Lord, though let's see if Echo will try to, as I mentioned earlier, go for split push win.
There's the way of the dragon. Yaoi has to flicker out. He goes down. Immortality's still there. He comes back alive. Yelly Hayes trying to help him out too. They are taking a lot of damage.
Look at Hayabusa!
Look at the damage. And he goes back. He is pushing. Can they actually defend this? He's joined the party now. Yelly Hayes going back. H2O still alive, but he is at half health. There's the shadow kill. It's not going to be enough. But the arrow connects.
Oh man. NXPE, they lost one crucial member. It's Yelly Hayes. Nobody could check apart from Yaoi at this point. Echo, this might just be a free Lord for them, and this might just end the game. And wow, this is already the longest game. Welcome to Week 6, boys.
Not yet. Almost. 30 seconds, it will be the longest game, so most likely we'll get there. But again, Yelly Hayes still down. That's going to be the Lord secured for Echo. Curtizi might be in trouble. Now Renegade actually getting below half health here. He still does have an immortality. He gets out. And again, Echo securing that Luminous Lord. They're going to march down. They're in trouble now. Rafflesia, he is going down. Still the immortality. He is alive. Renegade. Is he going to be able to survive? He goes. He actually Black Dragons out of there. That's going to be a kill. Hessa. Nice play. But hold on, Lord. Can they defend this? It doesn't look so good. The slams.
Oh no.
Ladies and gentlemen, can they wait. It's still alive. Are they actually going to be able to do the limits?
They're doing it!
Oh my goodness! Next play, Evo still in the game. 29 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. This is the longest game for Season 8 regular season. What a defense by Next Play Evos, and they're back in it.
Dude, this is the point of the game where you're screaming at your teammate, focus on the base, tower lock. But the Lord doesn't get any tower lock, bro.
Man,
lots the minions.
One more hit could have changed it all. NXPE, they might just even turn this around.
They might turn this around, but look at the timer still on Echo. They're going to full on push it. Rafflesia, the assister, trying to do what he can, but he's not going to be enough as they work down the mid-turret.
No way!
Next play, Evos. We talked about the chances of coming back.
Oh, wipeout!
Next play, Evos taking game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, on an amazing defense and turn of events. 1-0 next play, Evos. Oh my goodness, boys.
Wow.
Fell off, man. It's pure excitement.
Wow.